Hello, hello, hello! What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to y'all. Have you noticed, I've been really good at days lately. I've been nailing it for like the last 3 streams. I've had the right day, which I don't know if that's ever happened before, so... Oh, welcome everyone! Autumn Shake, Zelda Zach, X-White, Electric Light, Old Wolf, how are you? Welcome. Glock Guy, Plain Brad. Hello everyone! Elias Babylon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I've been playing Zerda Cycling. It's been a lot of fun. I don't want to give anything away. YouTube content for Ikoria starts tomorrow, but check out tomorrow's Gets Odds deck. I think you're going to like it. Domri, how are you tonight? Chef Stitch, welcome for the 14th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Stepcaster, how are you? Will Winota see play in other formats? Maybe, possibly. I think it has a power level where it could, and I'm going to try to build it and see what happens, but 4 drops are slow in other formats compared to standard, so we'll have to see. Turbo Scoop for the 10th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our re-subscriber. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Against Odds deck. It is as Ikoria as a deck can get. It is every sweet thing in Ikoria mashed together into a awesome pile of just sweetness, and I'm really excited for it to start happening. The Winona list she posted looks suspect, but I'll hold judgment to see how the games go. So the Winona list, this list is based off a list that someone 5-0'd on Magic online with. It is less all-in on being combo-y and more mid-rangey Lukka-y version. And then if it doesn't work, we can always play a more token-y-centric version. Also have an 80-card version that I've been working on because I still think the companions are busted. And this one, I'm actually really excited to see if this works. But this one, since we get 80 cards, we have some Gigans, we throw in some Spark Doubles to go with our Lukkas that can sack small things to get Gigans and Agent of Treacheries, and then Spark Doubles can copy them, and we can do mishmash Garuda / Winota, just all the sweet things thrown together. So, Stu Show and Era, welcome to the Fishbowl. Hey, what's up, Vermont? Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So yeah, we are Winota-ing tonight. Winota sweetness of all kinds. We'll probably start with the 60 card list, the tame version, and see how it goes, and then go to the 80 card ridiculous list that we can customize and do fun things with. Was just thinking of something. Are you going to have going to have to go into small Japanese tournament archives for new decks since there won't be any for a while? Yes, thankfully there's lists being published from Magic Online, but there aren't even Japanese lists being published right now. Hallelujah, or however you say, Hallelujah, is not running any tournaments, so I haven't found any new small Japanese tournament lists for Standard yet. Floop! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Winona Ryder, that's probably a good name for this deck. Well, let's do our reminders, talk about this deck, start playing some Magic. Yeah, I just say Hallelujah. It's spelled like Hare Rura or something, but I don't know. I always feel awkward saying it. It feels like, that's how it's named, but it feels like it's like a caricature of like Japanese talking, or like somehow, I don't know. So I just say Hallelujah, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Was your question about Aluna inspired by... It was, Connor. It was inspired by your question on the stream yesterday and sending me the deck list. I hadn't really considered it until you brought it up. Hey, welcome, Perplex Quantum! 3 years resubbing. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So, alright, let's do our reminders. Talk about our first Winona deck. Winona Ryder, apparently. Start playing some Magic, see how this goes. Oh man, I'm hyped for it. So first off, replay YouTube. It's not a caricature, it's their own language. Alright, that's good to know. I don't know Japanese at all, so I'll probably just stick with Hallelujah, because I don't know how to say it the other way. Infamous small Japanese tournament. Ooh, that would be a good t-shirt, wouldn't it? Replay YouTube, that's where you find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, we had some Legacy, second ever Legacy Budget Magic last night, the last of our pre-Ikoria videos. And then Ikoria starts tomorrow with a ridiculous Against Odds that I'm really hyped for, so keep it out for all that in the YouTube channel. A reminder that our awesome sponsor tonight, and every night for that matter, is Card Kingdom, and maybe you haven't ordered your Ikoria cards yet. You can pre-order them now over at Ikoria, even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker Did I say overnight, Coria? You even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let Card Kingdom know that you want one. You go to check out, put it in your order notes. So yeah, you get your Ikoria stuff, cardkingdom.com/MTGGoldfish. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Psycho Smurf for the 42nd month. I think you're one of the longest subscribers. I think Jay Zoller was at like 43, and I think he's number 1. So impressive, Psycho Smurf. Ooh, let me see. I will pull up the deck list for just a minute. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I promise. Otherwise, Discord. You check it out. It's new and improved. Merch page has tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. I always have fun when I get to play Legacy, so more Legacy content sounds good to me. Thank you, Alenda Rose. You are also awesome. So tonight, we're starting off with Jeskai Lukka Winota. So I'm hyped for this deck for a couple of reasons. One is, Winota is busted. So the idea of this deck is we're going to play some non-human creatures. We got Flibble Thips, we got Brazen Borrowers, Bone Crushers that are removal spells, also non-human creatures. We have Hanged Executioner, which is 2 non-human creatures, and then when we play Winota, we attack with these, and hopefully we find Agent of Treachery, our biggest, baddest human. We can also find Charming Prince. Charming Prince can blink Agent of Treachery, so on turn 4, we could potentially be stealing multiple of our opponent's things. The other cool part of this deck, Blue Collar Bad, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I'm good, Robo Wizard. How are you? So the cool thing about this deck is when we have messed around with Winota before, it's been very all-in on Winota. Like, tons of token production, trying to get as many Winota triggers on turn 4 as possible. And while that is incredibly devastating when it works, if Winota dies, then we got a bunch of tokens, our backup plan. It's fine, but it's not insane. This deck, we have Lukka Copperco Outcast, which we have not played at all yet, so I'm actually really hyped to see how good Lukka is. The sweet thing about Lukka is our deck's full of creatures, so the +1 can draw a slot of cards. The -2 can turn our 4-drops, like Elite Guard Mage, another human that we can hit off Winota, into Agent of Treachery, which gives us another way to get Agent and start stealing our opponent's stuff. And then the ultimate should probably just win the game if we actually get to that point. And then we also have some Thassa's to blink Elite Guard Mages, to blink Agent of Treacheries, which we find with our Winotas. So lots of cool, like, cross synergies going on in the deck. So that's what we're starting off with. So this build of Winota, we're less likely to just, like, steal our opponent's entire board on turn 4. But we have a much more resilient, card-drawy, long game plan, thanks to Lukka, thanks to Thassa, thanks to more Elite Guard Mages. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really hyped to see how this goes. And then, of course, I have the 80 card build as well. That we'll probably have some fun with that, because Yorion is like my new addiction. Yorion is like it's the closest thing we have. It is the closest thing we have to a Panharmonicon that starts in your hand every game. We are really close. It's not quite Panharmonicon, but the blink is pretty close. Ooh, Glock Guy did not show up. Sometimes there's a delay on Twitch, but welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you, and Blood Stasis for the 19th month. Thank you as well. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. The mana seems a little iffy. Yeah, the mana, I mean, 3 colors, we do have the Triobe, so that does help. Aether Gust is a card that hates on 2 colors effectively. Maybe that one should get banned as well. I mean, Aether Gust is very strong, but I don't think it's not 1 mana and it doesn't draw you a card. Like, Veil of Summer was so insane. It was a 1 mana cantrip that was often like a 2-for-1 and sometimes more than a 2-for-1. Hey, what's up, Toleb? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Well, we'll see. I'm actually really hyped to see how Lukka goes. Okay, this is fine. I mean, if we draw Winota, this hand could be insane. I don't know. What do you think about the... Hey, what's up, Matthew? How are you tonight? What do you think about the 80 card plan? So, on one hand, I love Yorion, and... I don't think we want more Hanged Executioners. I love Yorion. Hey, what's up, Darvis? I love Yorion. I think Yorion could be really sweet with a lot of stuff in the deck. On the other hand, it does mean we gotta play a lot more cards. So we're less likely to hit... Ooh, Lukka. We're less likely to hit consistently with our... Alright. We're less likely to hit consistently with our, with our Winotas. So I don't know how this is going to actually win. I know, we don't have a companion. Unfortunately, fortunately, Winota is not a companion. Do you think they'll ever print... Do you think they'll ever print more companions, or is this it? This is a Jeskai Lukka mid-rangey Winota deck. We could have shocked the goose. Maybe we should have just killed the goose. Our opponent's going to be all creatures, so I feel like they are probably going to have plenty of good targets, but maybe we should have just went for it. Untap land. Paradise Druid. Well, alright. Now we will definitely shock the goose. Stomp the goose. Stop him. I think it'll be like energy or last planeswalkers. Yeah, I would be surprised if we saw too many more companions, especially with how controversial they've been so far. Do you have time to see my cycling list? Ooh, where's your cycling list, Trustopunk? I know I responded to a bunch of emails today. There was a couple that were cycling lists, but I don't know the name for sure if it was yours or not. Well, let's Hanged Executioner. Hopefully our opponent can't go too crazy this turn with their discount. Lukka. The Dreadhorde combo deck looks fun, by the way, from earlier in the stream. Fair-ish Lukka deck. Well, what crazy thing can our opponent do? They have a lot of mana, but only for creatures. The other day, someone whiffed on 6 Winona triggers and got like a Tide Faker. How is that pop? Whoa, opponent does nothing? Oh, I'm really tempted to exile their companion. Ooh, let me see, Suzuki. Babs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big cube cheer for you. So our options are, we can run out Lukka and just tick it up. I think getting rid of Yumori has to be the best. Like, they didn't do anything last turn. Are they a flash deck? Well, go to combat. Go to combat, attack. Why did they play that land untap and then pass? What is going on with our opponent's deck? Get in. Huh, okay. Abzan Flash, they really are Abzan Flash. Sure. Oh, it's just a block? Okay. Opponent. Yes. Well, we'll get rid of that. See you later, companion. Play the land. Nice. I mean, I guess it was kind of nice. Hey, what's up, an astronaut? How are you? Opponent, land, untapped. They love shocking themselves. Really? This is a thing that people do? Oh, God. Okay. Gets in for 6. Well, Winota. Oh, please. Please, Magic Gods, if you were ever going to give us an Agent of Treachery, this would be the time. Oh, thank you, Magic Gods. Oh, Winota! coming through. Oh, that mutate pile was frightening. That was a good draw. That was a pretty good draw. Oh, opponent. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, Winota's busted. That is... So, our deck is built around, if you're just getting here, we're built around, among other things, one of our key cards, Winona, Joiner of Forces. Winona, whenever we attack with a non-human, we get to look at our top 6 cards, put a human into play, tapped and attacking and indestructible. So ideally, we want to attack with like Flibbleflips and Hanged Executioner tokens and Brazen Borrowers, and then hopefully spit in an Agent of Treachery or Charming Prince to blink Agent of Treachery, or we can hit Elite Guard Mage, which is fine. So, Taylor Jones, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. How do we deal with what our opponent's doing? We can't let them mutate. go, but we don't really have removal that's designed to deal with what they're doing. Mardu, do you have an idea for the Mardu enchantment? I started to mess around with the Mardu enchantment, and then I realized it would probably actually be a lot like this. I think the best thing to put into play is Agent of Treachery. So there's no extra combat steps. That was the first thing I looked for, was extra combat step cards in Standard. I could not find any extra combat step cards. So that was a bit disappointing because they seem like they would be most excellent. Yeah, we'll try the Ether Gust. Gustum. So it was Inspiring Commander banned in best of 3. Apparently. That's what I've heard. There's no announcement that it's banned that I know of, but it will show up as illegal in your deck. But it's legal in best of 1. So I am not really sure. Okay. I mean, Winota covers up a world of bad hands. And our opponent can't really interact very easily since they gotta be all creatures. Wow, and they're sticking to the companion for game 2. Ooh, more Winotas. Alright. Yeah, alright, tap, let go. Alright, non-humans. Non-humans, please. Thoughts on the Flash banning? It's fine. I'm fine with Flash being banned in Commander. It's mostly unplayed in Casual. It's really strong in Competitive. I don't know how comfortable I am with... Ooh, that's a good draw. I don't know how comfortable I am with, the Rules Committee making power level bannings, because that's kind of not what they are supposed to be about. Yes, Winota does trigger for each creature. Well, let's get hanging. Well, opponent, yeah, nice. It's a random 3-drop, but yes, it is nice. Opponent. Whoa. Okay, sure. Well, hopefully we hit some Agent of Treacheries. Play the land. Crack the land. Mountain. We need at least one. Winota. Attack. 2 triggers. Oh! Wow, that is extremely unlikely. Oh, that is extremely unlikely. Well, that is probably game. Opponent. Big attack. We will block. Yeah, that is very unlikely. Okay, well, okay, random mutate thing. Well, alright, one more shot at it. Winota. Go to combat, attack. Trigger. Agent of Treachery. Steal. How do we stay alive? Yeah, I guess we do. And Agent of Treachery. Steal the mutate pile. Alright. Not dead yet. Close to dead, but not actually dead. But it says good game. Attacks. We block a block. Ooh, don't you want to play Lukka and Rex? Ooh, yeah, Lukka with the Rex would be sweet. Well, let's play Flibblethip. Draw a card. Come on, Winona number 3. Play the Plains. Exile. Actually, there's no reason to exile anything yet. Go to combat. Attack. I think we're good now. I don't think we can lose from here. Hit our opponent. And I don't think our opponent can get out of this yet. That was close. Opponent was saying hello. I thought they were saying other things. Boblet, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That seems like that could make bad things happen. Opponent with the GGs again. This time it's for real. Will Winota get banned? I don't think Winota will get banned. I think it's a very strong card. Got a blow by Winota in Seal. Oh yeah, Winota can definitely be a sealed. Be a BD. Do you think Winota can work in other formats? Is a really interesting question. I think it's definitely... You hate my deck. You hate Winota. How can you hate Winota? We had to jump block Winota a few times. I'm the evil one. Opponent had a kind of scary start for being on the mulligan. I'm the evil one. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I mean, I've realized... Oh, this worked last time. Ooh, Luris. All right. I realize some people really don't like Agent of Treachery. And I guess I could kind of see that. I still kind of like Agent of Treachery, though. Yeah, they did make, if you look at the things that make tokens in Standard, a lot of the most recent ones actually do make human tokens, which I assume was intentional because Wizards knew that Winota was coming. But some of the older ones still make tokens for other formats, which is nice. Well, this might be a hardcast Agent of Treachery kind of game. Arena Underground with the gift sub to Nomad. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I think Winota is actually pretty strong. Like, I think it is a pretty legitimate magic card. Yeah, let's play. Actually, Ugh. All right, shock ourselves. We might just run out Brazen Borrower and then get a Winota trigger, depending on what our opponent does. That might be our highest upside line. Because we're going to be getting catted forever here. This cat's probably going to beat us. Do you think Garuda will get banned? I still think Garuda is very annoying to play against, but I still think it is beatable if you play the right deck. I think we have to wait and see. I don't see anything so far that I think needs to be banned in Standard. But it's been less than a week since the set came out. So, as far as Standard is concerned, I would lean towards new. Hateful Eidolon. Hateful Eidolon. Whenever it dies, return it. I really don't want to brazenly borrow this, but we might have to. In other formats, I think there will be things that need to be banned for sure. Well, I got temp banned because of bugs on Moto. Yeah. This isn't great, but I think we have to do this. I think we just have to do it because this loop is just too much card draw. Well, opponent has one real card in hand. All right. Not an exciting Winota with with no support, but it is a Winota. Oh yeah, we're 1-0. That's right. We crushed it game 1. What do you think about match 1? What do you think about the animations? This is something that came up. I was talking to Richard, and I hadn't really thought about it, but he felt like the animations from Ikoria Arena were not as good as the animations from the last set. Our mana base is painful. And we have drawn... Oh, so now you get to Luris and get back the ghost form anyway? Boo. Oh, on Luris, sure. Yeah, I'm not sure we get out of this. We're going to need to steal a lot of stuff. Oh, a Annoying. So annoying. I need a Stony Silence. There's Beyond Death animations were better. The Moth, I don't know if I've seen the Moth animation. Kill Eidolon. Well, play the Triome. Pass the turn. Opponent sacks the cat. Gets back the cat. Oh, they're just going to grind us out like this, aren't they? Sacks the cat. Not looking good. Not looking good. I've learned how to say Triome. Sort of. Yeah, Luris is busted. It's definitely busted. Oh my god, another Hateful Eidolon. Okay. Oh, that's the graveyard one. That makes sense. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Oh, we will block. It dies. Opponent gets to draw a new hand. Kill Luris. Irrelevant Merfolk! Welcome to the Fishbowl. And thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why do we stop the background music? I wish I could have the background music. The problem is basically that it was having copyright. Oh yeah, we're in a smidge of trouble here. It was having copyright issues. It was having copyright issues on YouTube. So that was the problem, and that is why it's not here anymore. Yes, isn't looking great. Not looking great at all. Wow. Maybe we need graveyard hate. Well, no, not just like the natural arena music. A Freak Mage! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. The arena music I mostly just leave off because... Oh, I thought we were in ranked. Arena, I don't know if... Has Arena been doing to all of you? You're not even hearing, like, arena sound effects? Has Arena been, always starting with Sparky for some reason? That's why we're apparently in unranked. I don't want to be in unranked, but we are. I would much rather be in an actual format where we're playing against decks that were not killing us. I'm tempted to just scoop and go to ranked. I feel like our opponents got us here. Yeah, that's kind of it didn't used to do that, but it now does this thing where it just puts you in any random spot it wants. Yeah, all right, let's just go to ranked. We will just not count this this match and go to actual Magic. Yeah, I don't know. I have accidentally started matches against Sparky almost every time I log into Arena because it just doesn't remember where it is, and it just like defaults to random places, which is super annoying. But all right, let's play real Magic. Did you see Jim Davis' video about how he thinks Wizard could change the rules for Companion, make it more balanced? TLDR, use 6 with 6 cards in your opening hand instead of 7. That would probably improve it. Can't you mute the music for YouTube? It's all together in one video, unfortunately. So YouTube, if it mutes things, you would just not be able to hear the whole stream, which is like kind of awkward. No, you're good. You're good, Warzel. Your deck looks sweet. I like the idea of it. We scooped mostly because we were in we were in unranked. Although you were gonna win that game. Almost certainly. Do you think Luris is better in black, white, or red, black in standard? Both. I don't know where it's better, but it's probably the right thing to do in both of those archetypes. Still no arena sounds. Huh. I could see arena sounds. I'm not sure why. Huh. Well, hopefully they start working momentarily. There's not music. Jonathan Snow, my daughter Julia and I say hi. Thanks for the entertainment. Stay safe. Well, thank you for the resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big soup to your view. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can see the sound on OBS. You could see it. You could see it moving. I don't know. I guess I move it over here. Well, there's no sounds now, and then it's gonna go off the screen. Hang on. Oh boy, arenas. I don't know how to make it make sounds while it's on the screen. Alright, I guess the reason I keep the music off is because it's really bad for videos. It's very choppy and people complain about it. So you can't hear music or anything. You can see the waveform, and then this is me up here on the top. Huh. I don't know. Are your speakers turned on, everyone in chat? Is it plugged in? After that, unplug it and replug it. Can see the sound but not hear it. That's very awkward. I'm not sure. I could disable it and re-able it. See if maybe that helps. Although I don't know. It's very odd. It must be something with OBS where it just. All right, we might be returning. We learned something about changing sound settings during the stream. It is not wise. It is very not wise. Are we back? Can you hear me? Yeah, refresh. Can you hear sound? I do blame you, chat. I do blame you. If it wasn't for your obsession with having sound, I'm just teasing, obviously. Hey, all we had to do was crash the stream, and then we got sound. Well, we'll go attacking. Headshot. We did it! We're back! Welcome back, everyone. But it has no. Ooh, Narset. Bad news for our opponent is this means we get to get in a Winota attack, which is probably gonna wreck our opponent. Hey, thank you, Babs. Unplug it! I told you! Unplug it is the solution to all of life's problems. Well, we will Winota. And attack Narset. Come on, spin it to win it. Give us some agents. Agent of Treachery. Attack Narset. Steal a land. Winota. Attack our opponent. Keep attacking Winota. Narset down. Opponent got 2 lands. Only 2 lands. Temple of Triumph. Do some scrying. Elite Guard Mage. Yeah, sure, to the top. That's fine. We have a new donation from. Oh, that went spectacularly well. We have a new donation from. Opponent shocks himself. Gonna play Teferi. It's not gonna help. From Leadfoot Ogre for the $5 donation. Hey, Seth, if you had a chance to look over the Tezzeret necklace I sent you, could use some help. Ooh, I do not think I have seen the Tezzeret deck list. Did you send it to my email? Thank you so much for the donation, Ledfa Ogre. But yeah, I don't think I've seen it. Can you send it to me again? When did you send it to me? Get in. Opponent down to 8. Pass the turn. Yes, rough drafts, and opponent scoops it up, taking down control dominatingly. If you don't have any pool in paper, what's the best option to build in Pioneer? I think it partly depends on your playstyle and what playstyle you're looking for. There's a lot of different options, ranging from aggro to combo to control. Price-wise, you can build, like, mono red pretty cheaply. There's a SRAM deck that's pretty cheap. Gruul aggro's pretty cheap. 8-whack, yeah. Those are some of the cheaper options. So I think it mostly depends on playstyle and price range, I would say, are the two big ones. Alright, so bring in the counters, since we're playing control. Keep Winota. What do we go down? When you go down one Thassa, maybe Bone Crushers seem not super exciting. Bone Crushers and a Flibblethip? Right like that? Voxchat, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Have you ever listened to something from the Correspondence? They have some wacky videos, but the music is really good. I do not know. Hey, what's up, Bottom Jake? How are you? I do not know who the Correspondence are. Is that a band? I assume based on the music. I've never heard of them. All right, Triomi, Rungren, Triomi, go. Oh, stream crash. You to get a new. Yes, the stream did crash. Hopefully everyone finds their way back in. We learned not to mess with settings, although the upside is we did accidentally fix the sound issue, so got him. Ezra and Deer, welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no Teferis, please. None of that. Yeah, well, let's hang him. Come on, land for Winota. Land for Winota, please. Is it Phoenix could be playable in Pioneer with new cards? I mean, I think Is It Phoenix is close to being playable. It has been playable at various times in its existence. Hey, what's up, Bailey? How are you? Were you about to say, oh no, I don't think we can get rough drafts. Ooh, would have been nice if that was untapped. Weekly rough drafts is probably unlikely, but rough drafts for Ikoria is something that I'm definitely planning on doing. Gluck Guy for the second month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we got the land for Winota, sorta. Yeah, let's dispute that. Ooh, we're gonna get a Winota trigger? I think we are. Land. Winota. Only one, but it could be an agent. Oh, whoa, so many Winota whiffs. Oh no, Cocos, you got the coronavirus? Oh, I'm sorry, that is not optimal. Hopefully you're doing all right. Well, play guard, mate, draw guard. Ooh, we might actually play a Lukka. Weekly rough drafts would... Weekly rough drafts, the problem is mostly just fitting them into the schedule is the main challenge, is just getting them into the schedule. Yeah, the Winota whiff was pretty brutal. Targon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Oh, Agent of Treachery. We backdoored it. We backdoored it. This is what Lukka does. Oh, we tapped him out. We Lukka. Got him. Got him. The backup plan! The backup plan! Yes, we will exile this League Guard Mage. Boom. And come to us, Agent of Treachery. And then, hello, Royal Scions. Thank you very much. And I think we'll loot. Lukka! Oh, that was so good! Lukka pulling its weight! I don't think we want to attack the... Oh, we could have attacked our opponent. I was thinking we didn't want to attack Royal Scions because... we wanted it full loyalty. Oh, Lukka! Opponent. You gonna kill the Lukka?
Let thoughts flow like river rapids.
Bring an opponent. Discards a Teferi. Oh, kills Agent of Treachery. That's fine. That's fine. We can deal with that. Oh, opponent. For shame. Well, loot with Royal Scions.
I will learn what nobody yet knows.
Discard. Ugh. Agent of Treachery. Borrow Narset. Pass the turn, pass the turn. Hey Seth, a little late doing Horde of the Dragon Queen D&D. Ooh. What is Horde of the Dragon Queen? Negate you? Counter it. Ultimate. Can we ultimate? Oh boy. Oh boy. We will ultimate Royal Scions. Refill the hand. Yes.
Do not think you can conquer
8 to you.
the realm.
And then we will play Elite Guard Mage. Draw a card. Oh, that Lukka was great. Lukka was super great. Oh, it's so good. So Commander Clash. Actually just recorded an episode today. Actually, so I'll tell you a little more about Commander Clash. And the answer is, the first episode, I believe, if all goes according to plan, will be up on Friday. So we are basically to the start of the season. Oh! Oh, take that control! Take that control! But we've already been... Oh, that was good. That was good. That was super good. Tamish, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for you. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the season because it's coming up this week anyway. Here's the info. This is a special season. It's something we've never done before. Would you like to guess what makes this season special? We'll do the 80 card version in a minute. I think we'll do another game or two, and then we'll go over to it. So, the first one should be up on Friday. This season is going to be shorter than usual. Usually we go like 25 episodes, but yes, this one's going to be closer to like 10 to 15 episodes. That was a very good guess, Blade Man. Yeah, this season of Commander Clash, we're going to have a set cast of myself, Tomer, and Richard as the three main cast members. But then the 4 slot, you're going to be seeing a lot of different faces throughout the season. So we're going to see a ton of different people through that slot. So yes, Vince will be involved, but there's gonna be a lot of sweet, awesome people. Like if it's someone that you would think, oh, it would be cool to see that person on Commander Clash. Hopefully they're on the list. Like the list is pretty solid, and I think you're gonna really like it. So it's taken a little bit more work to get everything lined up because we have all these different people coming in, and we wanted to have a few episodes recorded beforehand. So once the season starts, if we have problems getting like an episode scheduled, we wouldn't have to miss a week. Prof is a person that would potentially be a good Commander Clash guess, I would say. I will say it's not super spiky. Not super spiky. So when you think of people who might be showing up as guests, think more content side of things and commander side of things than like I don't know, Kai and Finkel and like spiky pro side of things. But yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I'm super hyped for it. So first episode will be going up on Friday if all goes according to plan. I'm not gonna confirm any specific guests, but I will tell you, a lot of the names that people are putting in chat, a lot of them, there's a good chance you'll be seeing them this season. I feel like the guest list turned out really solid. And from the Commander community, yeah, we tried to, when talking to Commander community people, we tried to get a good mixture of casual side of things and more spiky side of things. So there will be some CEDH themed episodes as well with oh no, we're gonna get a taste of our own medicine. Yeah, so opponent's got a lot of non-humans. If they have a Winota, I think we just lose and lose like absolutely brutally. No Winota, no Winota, no Winota, no Winota. Okay, digging for Winota. Gets a hanged executioner. Papa Skeletor, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I don't think my mom is actually going to be on an episode. I don't think my mom knows how to play a commander, which kind of eliminates her from competition. Yeah, we've kind of drawn a lot of lands, haven't we? I'll play Triome. Pass the turn. If our opponent has Winota, we are so wrecked. Opponent Adepts. Have you considered Neoform as a way to get out Winota? Not really. So this build of Winota is less committed to this, try to get as many triggers on turn 4 as possible, and more trying to be able to play still get Winota triggers, but also be able to play a... No! I had the stop set! Oh, Rita. Oh, Rita, why are you so bad at this? Alright, so that's an extra goblin for no reason. Oh, opponent getting in. We will block. We will take a beating. Oh, if we die because of the extra token. Opponent passes. Well, Flibbleflip, draw a card. Land, Bone Crusher Giant. Pass the turn, holding on, barely. Opponent cycles, looking for Winota. Wait, what are we getting punted for? Well, alright, that's game. Sure, well, we can see the triggers. But I set a stop here, and combat comes in multiple, so I just clicked too far. Alright, maybe it's by fault. Maybe I needed to not click at all. Alright, sure. Well, opponent drew their Winota. So yeah. That wasn't great. That wasn't great at all. CDH is a very good format. Happy to hear you're going to be making some episodes of it. Yeah, the CDH is interesting. I still think it should be its own format. People always get mad when I say that, but I really truly believe that Commander and CDH would be better if they were each just their own format rather than trying to be the same format. So the main mission here is just going to be to not get hit by Winota. If we can keep from getting hit by Winota, we should be in pretty excellent shape. If we get hit by Winota, then we will be in less excellent shape. So anything that can kill Winota coming in. Yeah, we got both melees. My mom does not play Magic at all. I don't even think she really knows. She occasionally turns on the stream, but I don't even think she knows what the words that are being said means for the most part. If it's easier, you could use broken down phase step diagram at the bottom right corner. Ignore the diagrams in the center and bottom. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to. Honestly, I kind of feel like Arena would benefit from having Moto's phase system, honestly. They probably will not ever do it, but one of the things I like about Magic Online is the phases are very set up and customizable. Hey, what's up, Trendy Fiblin? How are you? Charming Prince for our opponent. Going to get their scry on, sure. What do you think? What do you think about the CDH versus EDH thing? Like, do you consider it the same format? Well, hang 'em. Get down the executioner, bastard. Hey Seth, I just started playing Moto. I wanted to know if you think your budget Silmeri deck is still good. Thanks for all your awesome content. So I think the budget Silmeri deck is... I think it is still decent. We'll see. Companions have really shaken up... the metagame. So we'll see what the metagame looks like in the companion world. But I think it is at least a moderately competitive budget deck. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I think the ban list would be the main thing that differentiates the two formats. Bonnet, gonna go for Winota, I think. CDH is way too different terms. Yeah, I think that's my argument, is the philosophy is different. Like, Commander is built around... Okay. Commander's built around, like, this social contract of everyone having fun, basically. CDH is all about winning, in my experience, at least. The bit of CDH that I've played. We have another new donation. Potent getting in, hitting us. Sure, down to 18. Well, crack the land. From Leadfoot Ogre, $5 donation. Just reset it to Saffronell of MTGGoldfish.com is correct, right? By the way, what do you think the new big three decks in Standard will be? Oh, well, yes, that is correct, Leadfoot Ogre. Thank you so much for the donation. As far as Standard, and I will check for your email after we get done streaming and stuff, but thank you for resending it. So, as far as Standard, I think the big decks right now were kind of still the big decks from before for the most part. I think some sort of sacrifice deck, maybe red-black, maybe white-black, maybe mono-black, some sort of sacrifice themed deck though. Yeah, let's just guess that. So some sort of sack deck, some sort of control deck. Jeskai might be number one with Teferis and Dream Trawlers. And then I think Fires is still there. Based on the early results, Fires is probably still the top deck in the format. So I think that those are the big ones in my opinion. Still worried about Winota. Let's wait. Let's Charming Prince Scry. Scry 2. Bottom. Temple of Triumph. Scry. Bottom. Bone Crusher Giant. Is our opponent going to gust it? I think EDH is a social format that lets you and your friends do what they like to do. I don't think it should be restricted by the idea of what's fun for someone. Sure. I mean, I think I agree with that, but I think my opinion on Commander in specific is that it is about the table having fun to some extent compared to... Oh, opponent top decked it. Let's see how lucky they get. Not that lucky. Okay. Bullet temporarily dodged. Okay, that could have been way worse. We will block and block. Okay, no humans left. That's good. We draw a Triome. I don't play Lukka.
I will change the world whether Ikoria is ready.
What do we do with the Lukka? What do we do with the Lukka? Ooh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. Card prices also give CDH a large hurdle for new players. But well, what is your experience been? -2 and try to hit Winota. All right. We can spin it to win it. We gotta sack Bone Crusher though, I think. Oh, that's way worse. Yeah. Winota. Guard. Alright. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll spin it. Kill Bone Crusher. Or exile Bone Crusher. Alright, Winota. Sure. Combat. Get in with the Spirit. Agent! Whoo! Take your Winota. Done! Winning the Winota Wars this time. So, I mean, do you think about that? That went surprisingly well. Do you think about that when you're building a commander deck, though? So, okay, here's the example that I thought of that just came up for me. So, I was building today for a Commander Winota. I was building today for a Commander Clash recording. Riley, whatever. The mythic is it from the new set that wants you to discard cards, and it obviously wants a lot of wheels. And I built the deck, and it had Nib Mizzets, it had Narsets, that kind of stuff. And I chose to remove a lot of those cards from the Rael deck, because even though I knew they were some of the more powerful cards in the deck, and that if I wanted the best odds of winning that Commander Clash episode, I want to be able to just, like, free roll, oh, I play Narsat, I wheel, you lose the game. Like, that's really powerful. I cut those cards from the deck because I didn't think it was going to lead to a fun play experience for the table. So, if I was playing in a CDH game, though, instead of cutting those cards, I'd be trying to, like, add gamble to the deck so I could find Narsat as consistently as possible or whatever. So, for me, that's kind of like the divide. When I'm playing just a normal casual commander game, I do consider what is, I think, will be fun and lead to an enjoyable experience for everyone. When CDH, I feel like that's not a consideration. That CDH, your goal is to win the game. And that's not wrong, but I think that's a big divide in the formats and how they work. At least in my opinion, I see it as a pretty big divide. But maybe other people don't agree, but that is kind of my philosophy on the format. I think combo consistency is biggest difference in EDH and CDH. That is probably true. Opponent going to incubation. Okay. Flibs. Bone crushes. Well, okay, dead for the time being. Opponent hits us. Oh, land. Elite Guard Mage. Draw a card. Ugh, draw Agent of Treachery. Well played, opponent. Well played. Oh, it's just one. Okay. So we actually have a chance. Wow, we dodged a bullet. Opponent baited us pretty well with that incubation incongruity, I will say. Well, I think we have a chance again, because we get to Sacred Foundry, down to 14, go to combat, attack. This Lukka's been great. Lukka. We know that this turns into an Agent of Treachery. 100%. Lukka! Agent! Come to my head. Snag the Winota, and we're back in business. We're back in business through 2 triggers. Whoa. Oh, man. Lukka's so good in this deck. I think Lukka's legit. And huh. That's not good. Thankfully, we also have a Charming Prince. Huh. Okay, so... Does this say equal or greater equal? Exile target creature you control, reveal cards to you, reveal a creature with higher converted mana cost. Alright, so we will tick up.
Even titans obey my commands.
Play Temple. Scry. Keep melee. Flibblethip. Draw melee. Charming Prince. Oh, the Winona Wars. Blake Agent. Agent returns. I think we won the. If we win, I think this win will be because of Lukka. I think it'll be 100% because of Lukka being insane. Flibblethip, sure. We're back moded. Yeah, the stream crashed. And we came back up almost immediately afterwards. But yeah, sorry for the confusion. Legion War Boss, yeah. Tap Lad. Goblin. Well, block. And Lukka? Lukka's doing it. Untap. Well, alright. Flibblethip. Agent of Treachery. Steel War Boss. Yes! Oh, that was so good. Opponent blocks. Sure, that's fine. Yeah. Stuff dies. We will land untapped. Oh, I probably should have played untapped. Land of the Freeman, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Lukka. So we can Winota into another agent. And let's just tick it up. Tick up Lukka. Hanged Executioner. I feel like we need to leave up this red cap melee. The one way we lose is our opponent top decking another Winota and just stealing all of our stuff. Whoa! Lukka power! Wow, maybe this deck's actually good. We're actually 3-0. We have not lost a game with this deck. It's just crushing people. And that was sweet because that was... I mean, Lukka was part of it, or Winota was part of it, but that was really Lukka that was going off. Ooh. Winota puts the creatures into play and they're indestructible for no real reason. All right, one more and then we'll go up to the 80 card build. We'll see if Yorion can actually improve it. Yeah, we are playing best of 3 ranked. Companion deck less good in standard. I think companions are still very strong in standard. But we're going to switch to a companion deck here after this game, actually. But some of them are harder to take advantage of. In older formats, some of them are pretty free-rolly. They just naturally meet the restriction. One of the downsides is splitting EDH and CEDH into 2 separate formats. So the most legitimate question... Hey, see you, James Bolas. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. We'll be back on Thursday to have some more fun. Yes, deck list is in the comments. So I think the most legitimate issue I've heard is there's not an easy differentiation. Like, what makes EDH versus CEDH? How do you know if you're CEDH or if you're EDH? And I think that does make sense. If you've ever went to like a Magic Fest where they've been like, hey, you should give your commander deck a number ranking, it's ridiculously hard and it's very subjective. So I think that feedback is actually legitimate. However, I think a different ban list just solves it. If there were 2 ban lists, ooh, Lurus Affinity. Let me see, Jack. An Abzan midrange with Kariga. Abzan midrange looks interesting. Grazer. It looked interesting until I saw Abriel Grazer. No, it does look interesting. It seems like it could be pretty sweet. Fiend Artisan snagging Cavaliers and so forth, and getting him back with Nethroy seems sweet. Affinity with Lurus. Yeah, it seems like a pretty easy inclusion. You don't even really have to give up much of anything. I wonder, how has Affinity been without Opal, though? I think that's a big thing. Because, ooh, wish we could counter that. Arclight Phoenix, eh? Alright, sure. Well, at least we got Brazen Borrowers for days. Paziturd. Yeah, you can resend me your Beard Tribal list. Or actually, I believe I have a hard copy of it. You can send it to me again just to make sure, but I'm like 99% sure that I saved a copy at Goldfish. Although we haven't had a theme so far that has fit it, but I still definitely am planning on playing it. I mean, I like Affinity. It just really got hammered by the Mox banning. Mox is like one of the best cards in that deck, so that in specific kind of wrecked it. How bad is I'm getting back 2 Arclights? Relatively bad. Whatever. Elite Guard Mage. This mana base is painful. We've spent a lot. Ooh, Winota. Okay. We want to steal those 2 lands. That's all we care about now. So we need to get creatures so we can steal those lands with Winota. Is the list the Biovisionary Beard list? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe it's a different beard list. You should definitely send it to me. Hey, thank you, Mr. Swiss. I appreciate the kind words. Sprite Dragon. Sacred Foundry. Stomp the Dragon. And, yeah, we'll just Bone Crush. Old Stompy, get in it, ya. Down 18, Paziturd. Yeah, you should send me that one. I think it's a different one. A different beard list. I think the problem is more between people that play EDH than between EDH and CDH. People that play CDH are very honest about it. I think the problem is more the casual side of things are more and more in the space in between. Okay, I guess I could see. I don't think it's people being dishonest. I think that it's like legitimately hard. I have a few paper commander decks, and when someone's like rank it on a power level of 1 to 10, I have found that to be incredibly difficult personally. So I don't think people, in my opinion, are like trying to be dishonest about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we keep an agent. I don't think people are really trying to be dishonest about it as much as it's just really challenging. I do think there's like a fundamental philosophical difference between how CDH and EDH is played. Like, we were talking about that before, but I see that as a fundamental difference. Like, playing to win, literally, versus playing to have a fun time with the table and hopefully still maybe win. But really you want your deck to do cool things and to have some drinks with your friends or whatever type of thing. Opponent leaving up mana scared me off of going for it. Although, maybe we should have just went for it. Also, with our opponent having all these Arclights, it's got to be tempting for them to just, like, cast a bunch of spells to get back their Arclights, and then we can bounce an Arclight, flash in a Brazen Borrower. Opponent will theoretically be tapped out, or even out, and then get our Winona triggers. So I feel like next turn is going to be a good turn to go for it. Oh, I mean, we have more of them, so it'll be fine. Like, this one we can actually just hardcast, too, which is not bad. I'm not sure what counter spells our opponent's deck might have. All right. Well, opponent is tapped out, so next turn is the turn. Put draw some cards. Here comes 2 Arclights, which is fine. Well, we will borrow Arclight. Oh, this is going to be good, hopefully. Borrow Arclight. Brazen Borrower. Opponent gets the Arclight. We untap. We play Winota. Swing the crew. Can we oink them? What do we hit? Get in. 2 triggers. Winota. Charming Prince. Scries. And opponent scoops it up. Oh, thank you, Paps. This deck feels really good. This deck feels really good. Maybe this deck is pretty legit. We are just like crushing people. It has not even been especially close, honestly. Boy, being able to counter all of their discard and draw spells seems so insane. So yeah, we'll bring in a bunch of stuff. Go down the Thasas. We can trim a Lukka, I guess. Go down to Flibblethip. Maybe go down to Stomp. Go down to Stomp. Go down to Guard Mage. Yeah, let's try it like that. Very sad Mono Red is unplayable. Yeah, Mono Red does not seem like it's in a great spot right now. Any ideas for Chevelle Bounty Hunter deck? Jund Control, maybe. The problem with Chevelle for me, so I think Chevelle is a nice body. Just like the 1/3 Death Touch for 2 seems like it could be good in the right meta, where you can just block aggro creatures, which aggro is not super strong right now like Mono Red, but you can block aggro creatures, you can trade up with bigger creatures. So I like that aspect of Chevelle. I think the problem is the ability's really slow. You can only ever have one bounty counter, and then you also need to have a way to kill the creature. So I haven't found the ability on Chevelle to be very effective for doing anything. So I don't know if there'll be a Chevelle deck, as in like a deck build around it. I mean, you can definitely build a deck around it for fun, but I don't know if there'll be like a Chevelle deck as much as maybe maybe just like Chevelle showing up in other decks when the meta's right. But I think what you do is play Chevelle, play a bunch of removal, Murderous Riders and so forth, and try to like spiral, like counter on something, kill that thing, draw an extra card, draw more removal, counter again. I think that's how you would like build around it for the most part. How about Commander Chevelle? I think it would basically be the same. There is, oh no, I can't remember the name of the card. I think there's one other bounty counter creature. Ooh, Riley, eh? Yeah, I would rather you not untap with that. Don't shock ourselves. Hanged Executioner. I've been pretty impressed with Hanged Executioner, too. Oh, Mathis. Okay. Mathis, and then, oh, it's actual Bounty Hunter. So, yeah, it's hard to build too much around the theme, just because it doesn't have a ton of cards, but... Hey, what's up, Overclocked? How are you? Commander is tough to ban for the outside of a very casual, familiar setting because it's all about intentions, typically tribal or theme decks. And if a card doesn't hit the flavor threshold, yeah, that is, and I mean, a lot of, yeah, we'll take it. And a lot of it is about individual playgroups. And I think that's one of the best parts about Commander is it definitely should be about what your playgroup is like. And that should be the overwhelming factor when it comes to deck building and all that stuff. And if your playgroup is all playing competitive decks, play competitive decks. If your playgroup's fine with whatever, getting Urzalok, then play Urzaloks or Narset Wheels. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of those playstyles, but I think it's mostly about the playgroups and being respectful of how other people like to play the game. When you're playing with strangers in specific. Ooh, let me see some Luna Oracle. The idea of the Luna combo is intriguing to me. How good it'll be at actually going off, that's another question. So, ooh, that looks... Satyrs. I was wondering what the plan was for... How do we get out of this? Yeah, it's just Charming Prince. Scry. Yeah, I like the idea of that. That seems like a pretty decent plan. Definitely don't want the land. I think, well, I guess Elite Guard Mage just block. Alright, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Sprite Dragon is like my nemesis. I feel like Sprite Dragon is going to be one of the cards I die to most for my Ikoria. I just never have the removal spell for it. Wouldn't Yorion kind of just auto-win in Modern Death and Taxes with a bunch of Blade Flickers and Flicker Wisp? Yeah, I think Yorion is going to be explored in more and more archetypes. And I think something like Death and Taxes is a place where it could show up for sure. I think that it has that power level. I expect that we're going to see more and more AD card decks. I feel like my experience, and Yorion has been the, hey, what's up, Douglas? How are you? Gavig, for this second month, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. My experience with, let's block. My experience so far with playing AD card decks is, it's pretty fine. Like, I have very rarely, oh no, more Sprite Dragons. I have very rarely felt disadvantaged. Ugh. I have very rarely felt disadvantaged by playing extra cards. Alright, pass the turd. Well, I mean, if Agent of Treachery resolves, there's hope. Slight hope. Or even Lukka. These cards in hand are making me nervous, though. We need to, I guess we got to bring it even more removal, maybe. Maybe we didn't bring it enough. But yeah, I feel like we're going to switch to the 80 card version after this match. This is our last one with 60 cards. It wiggles! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 10th month. Thank you for your subscription. Be super cheer for you. Opponent was holding all lands? Oh, we should have been running out Lukka. What is your Mutate Boggles list? I tried a very early version of Mutate Boggles during the preview stream, and I did not have a ton of success with it. But when it went off, it was really fun. If you have a listed suite, I would definitely be interested in checking it out. Well, crack it. Ugh. I think we're just going to have to run out Agent and just cross our fingers. Pray to the magic gods. Grab a land. Unless we draw removal. If we draw removal, then it changes things. Well, it's not removal. Well. No counter, please. Whew. Okay. We will take the 5/5 Sprite Dragon. Whew. Okay. That is good news. That is very good news. Most excellent news. Song of Creation and Glinthorn Buccaneer combo. Ooh. I've played some Song of Creation. I have not played it. I have not played it with Glinthorn Buccaneer, though. That does sound fun, though. Yorion and Blake with a playset of Kunoros. Ooh. Yeah, I've been playing... It'll be coming up for video, but I've been playing some Yorion in Modern, too. And I think it's even really good in Modern. Have you tried this deck with the new Coastal Piracy effect? The deck seems to naturally have a lot of evasive wide creatures, missing recon. I have not. Although in the token builds, it might be even better. Like that seems like it could be a perfect place for it. Oketra Mutate. Ooh, I haven't tried that yet either. Okay. Down to 7. Oh, that makes it easy. Agent of Treachery number 2? Maybe Agent of Treachery is busted. Good game. Good game. Scoop it up. Maybe Agent of Treachery is busted. Okay, maybe Agent of Treachery is busted. Well, let's switch over and try the 80 card version. We played Yorion during the preview stream, but we haven't played it. We haven't played it again. Oh my god, that card's so insane. I'm sure we'll play some more of it. Thoughts on Garuda? My current opinion of Garuda is the deck is very strong, but it is very disruptible. We'll see if anyone can figure out a way to make a Garuda deck that doesn't scoop to hate. So far, I've seen it as a glass cannon deck. I think of it as like the Belcher deck of Standard. Or it does show up in other formats, and it's kind of the same in other formats. So if your opponent doesn't have any disruption, and you just can go like Mana Dork, Garuda on turn 4, it's insane, you win the game. But it is very disruptible in the matchups that I've seen. I'm almost, yeah. So we'll see. What does Garuda hate beside counter spells? I mean, counter spells is the main one. Grafdigger's Cage is also very good against it. Yeah, Grafdigger's Cage is very good against the format in general right now. I think it's one of the better sideboard cards. Before we switch to our 80 card build and see if it can keep up with our 60 card build, a quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you haven't pre-ordered your Ikoria stuff now yet, you can do it now over at cardkingdom.com/MTGGoldfish. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. So let's try the big build. We know that build worked. We went 4-0, and we mostly just stomped people ridiculously. So this build, I think it's even a little bit spicier. Is it better? I don't even know. But it's the same concept, same idea, but with more cards so we can have a companion in our companion zone. So what do we get added to the deck? We get a bunch of lands. The main additions, though, we max out on some stuff that we didn't have as many of before. Thassa's, more Lukkas, Brazen Borrowers, to make up for the fact that we're playing more cards. The big new additions to the deck, along with having an insane companion in our companion zone, is we get Spark Double and also Gigan. Gigan, we kind of have a little bit of the Garuda combo where we can mill over Spark Doubles and Thassas, so it's kind of almost a mashup. And then we also have Lukka, which can sacrifice like Spark Double or Thassa or Guard Mage, whatever, to get Gigan. Plus, we still have the Winota effect. Winota can get Agent of Treachery, and along with blinking it with Charming Prince, we can also Spark Double it to get more copies. So extra shenanigans thrown into the same basic idea. Otherwise, not much different. Like, this is a companion version, so we'll see. How good is having an extra card? Is it worth it? Stealing Garudas doesn't work the turn they mill all their cards and cast their Oracle for the win. That is true. That can happen. Most of the time, the Garuda deck doesn't kill you immediately. It does happen on occasion. But it doesn't happen super frequently. I also love me some Spark Doubles. Dranith Magistrate. What does it stop from Cat of Index? What is it? Players can't cast spells. Oh, so it shuts down Luris, yeah. I think it seems like good hate for Luris. I don't know. Yeah, it might be right to go up one more Garuda. I gotta get rid of the Godzilla promos. Oh, this is fine. So we can talk about the same card. I wonder, does anyone know how to do that on Arena? It just defaults to Gigan. Ooh, 7-drop. 7-drop, eh? Well, yeah. Triomi go. I always forgot that the companion deck didn't have to be in their colors. Yeah. Yeah, there's no color restriction like in actual Commander. Well, let's Flibs. Draw a card. Opponent's not going to expect Gigan, I don't think. Go to your collection, select the cards, and turn off styles. But I want styles for other cards, I think. Like, I like the storybook cards, and I don't mind these. Oh, it's Flash? Ugh. Oh. Alright, that's discomforting. Well, get in it, ya. Pass the turn. Brianborn Cutthroat. Well, try stomping. Oh! Okay, no counter, apparently. Sure. That's not bad. Land for our boat. Combat gets in, hits us. I mean, I guess we just go for it. Land. Winota. No counter. No counter. No removal. No removal. Trigger. Human? This is where... Okay. Boy, Wait, do people just hate this deck? Do people just like just give up? They just don't want to see it? Whoa! I mean, I feel like our opponent can just counter our stuff. Is Winota hated already? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you'd be a dirty Flash player and then concede to Winota. I mean, Winota is busted, that's for sure. I think the Flash deck, Flash is one of the decks that I have on my short list for potential budget Magic decks. We're definitely bringing Mystical Disputes. So I have it on my short list for budget Magic decks. I think the problem is mostly Brazen Borrower. Brazen Borrower is the one card that is... Do you hear the hissing noise? I haven't... Like there's some angry beast lurking in my sideboard waiting to jump out and attack me. Is that a normal thing? Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that before. That was creepy. It's back. I think my arena's haunted. What is going on, Arena? Okay. Okay. Haunted Icon. It's gotta oh. I gotta get those card styles off. Psychologist! Welcome to the Visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Oh, I guess it could be Hanged that was pretty creepy. Hanged Executioner style. Didn't the version with Blueback Flash 5-0 the league without Brazen Borrower? Maybe I missed it. I thought that the ones that I've seen that 5-0'd were... Maybe it was the sound of our opponent's life force draining. Their will to play Magic was just leaving their body. All right, so how do I turn off card styles so we can talk about the same card? So I don't mind the Godzilla promos, and I love the comic book promos. The problem is, it's awkward to talk about. When I'm trying to describe the deck, I don't want to keep going back and forth between Gigan, Garuda. I just want to be able to say one thing. So how do I turn them off? Okay, there we go. Maybe. No! Did it work? Oh, okay. Now maybe we won't be so haunted. All right. Let's see if this 80 card deck really works. We didn't get very far because our opponent scooped so early, but I mean, a win's a win. Technically, we're 5-0 today. Technically, we have not lost a match this entire stream so far. Not bad, not bad. Winota, busted. Oh, thank you, Schwak. How are you? So what have y'all been playing in Standard? Is Garuda the Death Corona? I think that Death Corona one that got the name changed was the Black Uncommon that puts a... I went down one Thassa for one more Garuda rather than playing 4 Thassas. I don't know if that's correct or not, but we're just testing out things with this build. Yeah, I think it was a Black Uncommon that you could cycle to put a Death Touch counter was the Death Corona before it was errated. Brave Sir Flibblethip, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Be super cheer for you. How is Abash been? Is the odd sacrifice deck or the odd whatever deck actually whoa. Huh. Terramander Lurus. This I have not seen. Well, I mean, we're going to keep it. We're not doing anything for a million turns, but once we do things, look out, opponent. Please don't counter our stuff. Interesting. Well, tap land go. Yeah, we're gonna need to draw some faster stuff, or we're just gonna die. Niv sounds really fun. Niv is a deck I wanna give a shot to. Still missing Judas. Yeah, Judas seems like they'd be good in that deck. Ooh, let me see Abzan Humid's Shuraku. Oh god almighty, it's this deck. So they're just free rolling oh no. Oh boy. Haha! What do you say, opponent? Maybe Flibbleflip. Oh, we're done. Win streak most likely over here. Well, tap let go. Ooh, so much power, but our opponent. Everyone's on counterspell decks because of Garuda, I think. Yeah, the Garuda deck is good. I still think it's a little glass cannony, but it is very powerful when it goes off. Absent Humans. Absent Humans look sweet. I feel like everything we do is just going to get countered, and that makes me sad. Well, crack it. Staggering Insight has an effect. Opponent just gets to draw so many cards. Island. Uh-oh. Whoa. Alright, there we go. We got an island. So anything's going to get... I mean, alright, whatever. Winota, go ahead, opponent. Oh, okay. Resolved. And Brazen Borrower. What is our opponent's deck? What is going on with our opponent's deck? Like, seriously, what is happening? What are these cards? Ooh, the Dimir Flash, yeah, okay. That Dimir Flash deck, it's still over the budget somehow. It's a mana base. That's going to be one of the hard parts about building budget decks this season is the mana base is just ridiculously expensive. Huh. It looks similar to that deck, but I don't think it's exactly the same. Opponents... I don't know what our opponent's doing, honestly. Elite Guard Mage. I feel like our opponent's playing way more counters than the one in... on Twitter. Opponent, Grex. I feel like the Triomes are also expensive, so they don't really help. Gets a swamp. And? Okay. Well, opponent's got to draw 2 cards a turn for this whole game, which is not good for us. Yeah, this feels tough. This feels like a really hard matchup. Pass the turn. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing, it feels good against our deck. Pass the turn. All right, here we go. I don't know. I feel, well, what are Triomes right now? Like, yeah, I agree that prices are probably going to be inflated because of the low supply right now, but if they're like $10, Triomes, they're like around $10. I feel like they might be able to stick in the $10 range. That doesn't feel like absurdly high to me for what they are. Ooh, Obosh Flyers. That seems like you could be pop. Oh no, we're getting out card drawn. Oh. Okay. This is bad on so many levels. Well, we're gonna get our last thing countered, and then we can go to game 2. Fable Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Land. Garuda. Opponent. Counters, I'm sure. Yeah, so our opponent's deck, Staggering Insight's the key card. None of this happens without Staggering Insight. Alright, so opponent's just, I don't even know. 3-color pile of counter spells, apparently. Well, out of game 2. How much do you think there would be if we get Fetch Lands and Zendikar Rising? I'm pretty sure they already said no fetch lands in Standard this year. So, yeah. I mean, they would be very expensive, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I would like to see. I would like to see fetch lands reprinted in Standard. I don't want fetch lands and tri-lands and fetch lands and fetchable dual lands. Any fetchable dual lands in Standard again, though. That was pretty problematic. That's one of the things that went very wrong with. That's one of the things that went very wrong with Battle for Zendikar Standard. Fetch lands by themselves are fine. Dual lands that are fetchable by themselves are fine. But if you mash them all together, that is very much not healthy or fine for Standard. That sounds fine. At least we can kill things, so our opponent's not going to just jank us out like they did in game 1. I mean, the funny thing is, there were some fun cards in that format, and I enjoyed some of the games in the format, but the prices were really high, and eventually the mana was so good, and the card pool in Standard is so small, that eventually all decks kind of started to look the same. It was just all like 4-color piles of the best cards. I don't know. Huh. Uptime worked recently, but maybe it's not working at the moment. I don't know why, but no. Mountain, go. Spell Pierce is not in Standard, right? Sure. Sail away. Stick a Spectral Procession on that opponent. Come on, Spectral it up. How do I feel about Eldrazi in Standard? I don't know. I'm not especially hyped for getting more Eldrazi. Opponent, land. Alright. Get rid of Spectral Sailor. Sacred Foundry, tapped. Pass the turn. 1, 2. Actually, let's just flibble flip. Sure. Run out flips. Draw a card. Worst case, our opponent should get in 1 hit, and then we can kill the thing with the Staggering Insight. I hope if they go back to... Ooh, Fairy Vandal. Oh, that's actually... That might be a problem. That can actually get big enough... Oh. No! Staggering Insight, and this is a huge problem. That's not a card I've seen people play. Oh, you better not have Staggering Insight, opponent. Winged Words. Yeah. Growing the dorks, drawing the cards. Opponent gets it, hits us. We draw more lands. Oh, go to combat. Attack. Hit ya. Oh, not feeling good, not feeling good. Oh, this deck, maybe this flying deck can actually work. Opponent plays a Fable Passage, cracks a Fable Passage. Have you thought about doing a standard cycling deck? Our opponent's also been really good at drawing Winged Words, so they've just like outdrawn us ridiculously. By drawing all of the 2-mana draw 2s in the West. Opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah, these type of decks, it's really about the card draw. Without the card draw, the decks have a hard time keeping up. But if you're drawing extra cards each turn, they do much, much better. You know our opponent's going to counter whatever we do. Yeah, whatever. Lukka, sure. Sure, spend the first of your million counters, opponent. Whoa, it actually resolved.
If the copper coats won't listen,
Well,
we'll punish their mistake.
take it up.
Monsters are the key
Okay.
to my city.
Oh, no! More Fairy Vandal. Is this like the best card in Standard that no one ever plays? Yeah, I have been, Blood Mooner. How's your week been? I am a little jealous that our opponent's drawn a lot more cards than us. Just a little. So, Eldrazi, I really hope, with them going back to Innistrad, going back to Zendikar, I really hope they do it right. I feel like Battle for Zendikar is probably the worst return of set in the history of return of sets. Ooh, okay. Okay. Hmm. Opponent's playing some sort of weird flash. I don't even know. Weird flash deck. Weird flash pile. So I hope that it's Zendikar done right, is what I was leaning towards. Manamars, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, opponent's just got it's just a pile of cards. Well, alright, let's Yorion. Blink Flibblethip. Exile Yorion. Agent of Treachery.
Can all be
Take Stone Coil Serpent. Fabled Passage. Pass the turn. Get back Flibblethip. Okay, I mean that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. We're staying in it. Maybe potentially. Did you all like Battle for Zendikar? So I felt like Battle for Zendikar. I feel like Devoid is one of the just like least meaningful mechanics of all time. So I really didn't like Devoid. I felt like allies. Whoa. Okay. Huh. Well, weird flash pile does not like having their creatures stolen. I felt like Devoid was bad. Allies, I felt like lost their way in the set. That was like, that was around when we were first doing the podcast, I think. And like the running joke about Battle for Zendikar is how you could never know what an ally was. Like they just took random creatures and stuck ally on it, and there was no real like mechanical flavor, anything tied together. The fetch land for dual land mana base made Standard really bad, and then it didn't feel like Zendikar. It felt like Return to Rise of the Eldrazi, which Rise of the Eldrazi was part of Zendikar, whatever, but it didn't feel like the adventure world, the landfally adventure world of original Zendikar. So my guess would be that Zendikar is going to double down on going back towards the original and being the adventure world. And I hope that that's what they do, and I think that would be sweet. Ace Mundale for the 7th month. I really love Ikoria 3 drafts. I fell in love. Just sad that my commander deck won't come out till May 15th. I know the delays keep piling up, but they'll be there. They'll be there. Why do you have to remind me that cohort exists? I actually forgot that it existed until you just reminded me. Everything about that set was pretty forgettable. Like, I guess some of the, like, new Eldrazi, the big Eldrazi were good, but in general, And then the Eldrazi were just like utterly dominant in older formats. So like, ugh. Rally was the best mechanic. Yeah, all those mechanics were bad. I think it was in my like I didn't really like any of them. I think it was just like a pretty meh set for me. But I have hopes that our return to Zendikar will be good. What about Warden of Greed? Green Warden of Maraza? I have played a lot of Green Warden of Marazas. It's just like a big Eternal Witness. I do like Green Warden of Maraza. I mean, there's some individual cards that are fine. So it's not really... It's not like it has no good cards, but just in general, I don't think the mechanics were great. Sure, I guess that's okay. Surge was medium. I can't think of any that were like great from that set though. Raka, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I mean, I'm not trying to just knock on, not just trying to knock Zendikar or whatever, but I feel like out of recent sets, there's been some really memorable good ones, and there's been some interesting return to sets too. I just feel like Zendikar was not one of them. Spectral Sailors for days, eh? A opponent with your Spectral Sailors. I appreciate O's attempt to it being a two-headed giant format. Yeah, that was interesting. The two-headed giant format's never really broken out. Hey, thank you, Wilson, for the host. Opponent, combat, attacks, hits us. Sure. Down to 15. Well, Spectral Sailor. Dead. Alright. Untap, let go. We are very much hurting ourselves. What do you want to return to most? If you could pick one. I feel like if we hanged Executioner there and it gets countered and then they play Staggering Insight, we just lose. So I'd like to avoid that if possible. Opponent hits us. More lands. Cracks more lands. Lorwyn Shadowmoor. I think Kamigawa's gonna return. Personally, it's not super high in my return of list, but I really do think that it is going to happen in the not distant future. I would like to return to Mirrodin. Mirrodin has always been one of my favorite planes. Original Mirrodin was the first cards I played with. I technically started more towards like Ravnica, but that was like the big box of cards that I had when I first started playing was mostly Mirrodin stuff. So for me, Mirrodin and then New Phyrexia was, or the Return to Mirrodin, Scars of Mirrodin, like that whole block. Like for me, there's a lot of nostalgia in those cards. It's made me love artifact sets and like charge counters and all that kind of like just all that kind of stuff. So I would be down with going back to it. I feel like we got to go to Dominaria again. Dominaria was such a smashing success that I feel like we got to go there again. And it's got so much history and lore. I would like to say it's like so magic-y. And I feel like that's something we're at risk at losing as we become more and more Hearthstonean, add more additional like IPs into the game. I feel like that's something that we risk losing at the moment. So opponent can pay, but I think that's fine. Because if they pay, okay, yeah, that's fine. Sure. What are you going to do with it, though, opponent? What are you going to do with it? Gets in. Let's just chump. And then we can play a land, Yorion. Oh, I guess we should have attacked first for one, but... Blink Hanged Executioner. Get back to Hanged Executioner. Alright about it. Alright about it. Can you get through a Yorion? Is our companion going to win this game for us? Maybe. Favorite deck at Standard right now? I don't feel like I figured that out yet. I feel like the Nethroi deck was really fun. I think the most fun I've had in general have been Yorion decks. You just get 80 cards, you get tons of value. I have enjoyed basically every Yorion deck I've played. Oh, you think Yorion was a breathing noise? Ooh. Alright. Alright. That's a painful way to do it, but you did do it about it. Swamp. Attacks. I'll block. Land would be decent here. Play the land. Charming Prince. Blink Hanged Executioner. Okay. Well, I guess we do this. Huh! Whoa! I really don't know what's going on. Snow on Standard would be fine. I would be fine with that. Well, thankfully our opponent doesn't have too much to get from the graveyard with Luris. And we are getting to our top end. Tap land. 2 cards in hand. Only 2 cards in hand. There's Luris. Sure. Play it. Play it. Play it. Alright. Come on, land for Agent of Treachery. That's a land for Agent of Treachery. Oh boy. Normally you can only have 1 companion. That are the normal rules of Magic, but I think we're gonna take this Luris. And I think our opponent will scoop with this trigger on the stack. Grab an island. Oh, the win streak continues. Age of Treachery, still busted. Yeah? Luris? We choose you. Good game. Alright, 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 alright. And we are crushing it with this deck. We've been just crushing people. Straight up crushing people. Not bad. Not bad at all. 6-0 with various builds of this. Maybe we broke it. Maybe we just broke it. All right. Should we I guess we should restart real quick. Hang on. All right, Arena. Ignore the desktop. Ignore the desktop. Yeah, I don't know. It might be because the stream crashed. We had a bit of a stream crashing. This is actually way cleaner than usual. This would be clean for me. It is. I've been slowly cleaning. I realized that if I take in once a day, I delete a single icon, then we're good to go. Handbrake is for reducing the size of video files. So yeah, if you have a video file that's super huge and run it through Handbrake, it'll make it smaller and doesn't lose a meaningful amount of quality. Hey Seth, I have heard you have things called folders. I have folders too. I have folders that are called desktop dump. And like once every 6 months, I put my entire desktop in there. And then 6 months later, when I have to make a new desktop dump file, I think, I haven't opened anything in the first one, so I guess I could just delete it. And then I delete the first one, and the process continues. I remember when Handbrake could be used to rip DVDs in the good old days. Oh, maybe you still can. I don't know. I've always used it. So, funny story. Back when I first started making video content, and Arena loves this. Arena loves checking for updates. Oh, Arena. Back when you might not believe this. When I first started making videos, my internet was so incredibly poor that I actually couldn't really upload videos from my house. I would have to drive like the next town over to a friend's house that had access to better internet to be able to upload videos. So I was actually doing that like a couple times a week. I'd make like half a week's worth of videos, then go and upload someplace else, and it was super obnoxious. But yeah, then eventually I realized that Handbrake could reduce the videos small enough that my feeble internet could kind of upload them in an amount of time that I could live through. So I can believe you, and you can believe me since you were around. Yeah, that is definitely true. Oh, come on, let's prepare some assets, Arena. Oh, so Arena, this is Arena. Why is it doing this? Why does it take so long? I feel like it's new with the update. How many years ago was this? Well, the sad part is the internet's still really crappy. I ended up having to actually move, specifically so I could get to a place that had better internet. But this was, geez, man, has it been like 5 or 6 years now? The time goes by so fast, but it happens with Magic stuff too. I always think like, oh yeah, like Shards of Alara or like original Zendikar. You know, that wasn't that long ago, but then it was like 12 years or something, so I'm sure it's longer than I think. The beard stays. The beard it's growing though. It's filling in. I've let it go completely because of quarantine. I haven't trimmed it once since we started quarantine, and the cheeks are starting to fill in nicely, which I like. I had one time when I did this for like 15 minutes. Oh. Okay, assets are prepared. Well done, Arena. Thank you very much. And then see, it drops you to bot match. That's how I always, and then I click, it's exactly what Brad tweeted, actually. Like, I do the exact same thing. It puts me in a bot match. I click play. Out of habit, I have to get out of the Sparky match. And then I click here, and then I realize I'm in an unranked match. And then I have to concede out of that. And then eventually, after like 3 attempts, I make it to a ranked match. Jubilean! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. You play against Sparky. You just play against the AI, essentially, if you want to test a deck. That's part of, some people use it for the Goldfish Challenge. Ooh, that's a good question. I'm still trying to figure out. So, I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm going to do the wrap-up video. Ooh, Chuck. How are you, Chuck, by the way? Hopefully everything is well with you. New donation from Chuck the Yak. Chuck the Egg with a $3 donation. What was the moment when you decided I'd better make a video for the internet about this magic hobby of mine? Ooh, so story time. That actually never really happened. It happened with writing. So I know a lot of you probably know me from videos and streaming, but when I first started making magic content, it first started, I want to say cons was maybe the first thing I posted. Maybe it was before cons. Maybe it was like Innistrad. But it started, you probably find it on Reddit still. But it started with me posting like EV breakdown downs on Reddit. And so that was kind of what happened, is I was calculating that stuff for myself, for like buying boxes and like how much value would I get? Would it be worth it to buy a box? And then I figured like, oh, other people might like this. Like other people are probably thinking about like buying boxes, so I should probably post it somewhere. So I found Reddit and posted it on the Magic Reddits, and that's ended up how it's spiraling. As far as video stuff, that happened after I had already been been writing for Goldfish for a while. I've been writing for Goldfish for a while, and I think Richard actually suggested it. There's actually a Budget Magic featuring Richard. If you dig far enough back to the very beginning of the Goldfish YouTube, you will find a single Budget Magic episode with Richard playing a modern deck. But, more Flash. But yeah, so I think it was Richard who was like, hey, you should, if you want, you should try making some videos. So that's kind of how it started. And if you look back at my early videos, I had no idea what I was doing. I really didn't. I wasn't comfortable talking to the camera. I talked really quiet and just like, I don't know. It took me a while to find my voice doing videos and streams and stuff. And now I do it all the time. So it's like very normal. Like, I don't think twice about streaming with, a bunch of people around and doing that. It's just, it's another day, and I enjoy it, and it's really fun. But in the beginning, it's definitely, if you're not used to doing it, it definitely is a bit of a adjustment, I think. These flash decks are actually making me somewhat thankful that Teferi's around. Without Teferi, these decks would probably be running even more rampant. Ugh. Ugh. So many counters. Bone it. We have been beating them, though. Thank you so much again for the donation, Chuck. And how are you doing, by the way, Chuck? Getting in. The hardest part of making video is that remove that reflex. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while to learn not to say all the time. You'd be surprised how much you say stuff like without even really thinking about it. Yeah, opponent gets in, it says. Well, Lukka? Okay, that resolves. We'll take up Lukka.
I will show the city of dragons.
Winota.
I have enhanced
Pass
my
that nerd.
tactics.
Back to the Flash. Maybe if we rank up one more time, we'll be fine. I'm doing okay, just a huge adjustment. Everyone else is bored, and, well, you don't want to know what I had to agree to get to watch the stream. The kids are watching Captain Underpants. Oh, what a sacrifice. Well, I'm glad you're doing all right, Chuck, and good to see you. I feel like the sign up has a shitload of counters. You'd be surprised how many times you end up saying, deck, please, one more time. I know I do say that a lot. That's not even, I don't even know if that counts as a surprise. Aww. Murderous rider. Opponent's not making this easy. Well, Winota. Pass the turn. We will block. If we get a chance, we will block. We need to not die to this borrower. Oh, it never ends. It never ends. All right. Opponent's got all the removals. Gets and hits us, sure. Down to 5. Oh, Flibblethip. Draw a card. And pass the turn. Brazen Borrower's not bad. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. Can we stabilize? Heartless. Okay, well this is our best window, I think. Brazen Borrower. Pick it up. Pick it up. Recast it. Recast it. Recast it and we will crush your bones. Yes. Yes. Crack it. Oh, man. Are we going to get back in this? Is there a chance? Red, red, blue, 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 whatever. Grab a mountain. Bone Crusher. Out of here. Out of here, Cutthroat. What do you consider outside of Magic? What do you mean? What do you mean, Paps? I found myself saying yours and Cribs saying when I play Magic. Opponent, Adepts. I feel like we're back into it. The deck link is broken. Oh, we updated to the 80 card. Oh. You're right. That's weird. Is the site having issues? It needs to be updated anyway. We have another new donation. Opponent. Oh, opponent's upkeep. We had to stop that. Murderous Rider. Sure. Passes. Bone Crusher Giant. Jero Bean. Any thought of playing $3 donation? Thank you very much. Any thought of playing Legion War Boss in this, possibly over Hanged Executioner? You could. I think it's fine. I do like Hanged Executioner a lot. Could potentially play them alongside each other. Ugh. Oh boy, another Murderous Rider. Yeah. Opponent gonna get in and hit us. Oh, this is so ridiculously close. Down to 3. So yeah, I think the War Boss would be fine. Winota. Attack. Charming Prince. Yeah, I think we actually let's just gain 3 life. I think gaining 3 life seems like a good plan right now. But I don't know if it's better than Hanged Executioner a lot. I know other people have been playing it, but I found Hanged Executioner, making the 2 bodies is good. And the removal mode, I think, is actually pretty relevant as well. Oh, yeah, I think the site must be having issues because a new one is also showing down. Yeah. They can only block, but we're attacking with it, so that's fine. Opponent passes. Lukka. Well. Spark double? Ho! 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 We'll take 2 Winotas. Yeah. What do you got about it? The roller bag. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Opponent almost got us, but not quite. Yeah, 2 Winota seems decent. Seems decent. I don't think the link's working. I think the site's having an issue. Well, we'll get it with this Brazen Borrower. Trigger. Double them up. Give us some goodies. Whiff. And Agent of Treachery. Yeah, let's take a Murderous Rider. And scoops him up. People scoop to Agent of Treachery so quickly and consistently. And I think the tide is turned for our opponent. I think they started off really pressuring us, but I think we get there. Oh, how do I deal with Garuda combo deck? Number 1, counter spells. If you're in blue, counter spells, really effective way of dealing with it. Ashiok's Erasure, I think, is cute. It's not necessarily necessary. You don't have to go Ashiok's Erasure, but it's very good. Grafdigger's Cage is one of the best sideboard cards against it. Also good against Lurrus decks. Hushbringer's good if you don't have your own enter the battlefield triggers, or leave the battlefield triggers. So those are some of the best options. Grafdigger's Cage, counter spells, Grafdigger's Cage, and Hushbringer, depending on your build. Leyline doesn't actually do anything. One of the weird quirks. One of the weird quirks of the card. Ooh, alright. One of the weird quirks of the card is it works through Leyline of the Void. Dodrigal, which I don't know why Wizards made it that way. Dodrigal, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 5th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Dranith is okay. The problem with Dranith is, while it does stop the companion, it doesn't stop all the other copies. So, while it's fine, I don't think it's game over by any means. Opponent getting in. Gain some life. Wow, what a close game. Kills Brazen Borrower. And scoops it up. The win streak continues. I'd love to hear your opinion on the trend of pushing super far for cards recently, and if this is compromising Magic as a whole. Seems concerning, looking like Hearthstone. Well, Melkor for the win. I think it's intentional. At first, I thought, wow, Wizards is missing high a lot recently. Like, they're accidentally doing this. They don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe there's some problem with their design process, but I have come to believe that they're doing it intentionally, and that it is very much not them just like, oh, oops, we're accidentally printing all these cards that are really push. So I feel like it's intentional, and my main issue is I feel like it's short-sighted. Is it okay right now? Sort of. Like, I don't think it's ideal, but it's fine. But to me, my biggest concern is it feels very much like... It feels very much like it's not planning for the future, because I don't know how you can keep doing this for 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. Like, that's my big issue. Is Uro going to break the game? Is having to ban Oko going to break the game? Or like Once Upon a Time or Field of the Dead or Companions? Are any of those by themselves going to ruin Magic? No. But this long-term trajectory of continuing set after set after set after set of this out-of-control, rampant power creep without any real concern about it, like intentionally doing that, I think that is a real concern. So that's my big concern is, while any of those things in isolation would be like, oh, that, it's annoying that they had to ban that card or whatever, but wouldn't be the end of the world. Set after set after set of that can add up to something that is pretty scary, I think, for the history for where the game is heading. Swally locks it on. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. The companion mechanic, like, I've seen some people, I think it's Jeff, has been arguing, like, people just complain about everything. I don't think that's true. I don't remember people complaining about this in Theros Beyond Death at all. I don't remember people really until after, like, Oko was, 50% of the meta, 70% of the meta. I don't think it started off that way during, like, the first week of release with Theros Beyond Death, or, like, even War of the Spark with the Planeswalkers. I think people were genuinely excited about them when they first came out. So I kind of think the companion thing is a unique situation. I don't think people just always do this every mechanic or every set. Putt and Scoop, yeah, the deck has been sweet. Dodgecoal handing out the gift stuff to Fansate. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, let's just scry and leave up a counter. We got a lot of interaction this hand. So this is... yeah, land's fine, I think. So this is a Winota deck. So we got a bunch of things going on in this deck. One is we have non-human creatures. We have Winona that can get Age of Treachery, Charming Prince, cards like that. So that's kind of one package of the deck. We also have Yorion, which can blink the Age of Treacheries. We have Thassa's. We also have... Oh, this is working out surprisingly well. I guess if you just kill all the flash threats immediately, they don't do much. So there's actually a lot of different things going on and kind of wrapped together that are shared, somewhat shared, as far as their mechanics. Marokatsu refers to complexity as a pendulum. It is swung towards the complex size at the moment. He clearly expects it to swing. So here's my... So if it's just a swing, I think that's fine. Do you think that these cards were honestly too powerful? Sets used to have Wormcoil and Swords. I don't think that Standard feels powerful. I think that people are not used to how strong creatures should be. So I would say... Thank you for the cheer, by the way, Over. I would say that the companions from Ikoria, when we kind of look back on the set and reflect on the set a year from now, I think we will talk about the set similarly to War of the Spark with Planeswalkers. Like, I think we will, in all seriousness, and not just like joking around or whatever, but I think we will, in all seriousness, consider it to have several of the top 5 to 10 creatures in the history of Magic. I think Companion is that good and that busted. I could be wrong. That's definitely a possibility that all these early results, you know, fall apart and people figure something out. But I think it is that powerful. But like I said, I could definitely be wrong. But I think that like Lurrus is better than Wormcoil. I think Lurrus definitely has an argument to be the best creature ever printed, like bar none. TJ OG again, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. And I mean, having powerful cards isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't want to make it sound like that, but I don't know. I think part of it too is like the design of companions and the philosophy of them is a little scary for players, and maybe rightly so. Like, starting with an extra card in hand, that's like a fundamental change to how Magic is played. So I assume that Wizards had to know that it would get a strong reaction from the community. Who in chat would play cards in Commander form that didn't allow new cards from 2020 forward? I think one thing that's kind of interesting, I don't know if it would ever happen, but the idea of a Commander format where cards from like Commander products are not actually allowed, like Commander Classic or something. Elegant. But I think that's a cool idea that I've heard other people mention. Legit, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Would you do a Terraria playthrough? I love the game, and I'm sure many others would like a change from MTG. I've never done a stream of a non-Magic game. Not a single one. I'm not opposed to it if that's something people want to see, but that's not something we've done before. That'd probably be something, most likely, I think, that we would end up doing on my personal Twitch, which I still should stream on at some point, since it's been so long that no one knows where it is. But yeah, that is something that would be interesting to try. Yeah, as a side channel thing. Plus, it would be good that you all know where my personal Twitch is, just in case we ever use it for anything. Because it's been, I don't even know. I used to stream on it before I started streaming on the Goldfish Twitch. So it's been 3 or 4 years since I've really actively used it. So it probably would be good if people knew that it existed. Well, it's Charming Prince. I think we just blink Flibs, draw a card. And pass the turn. Now we're to the point where we're pretty stable. We're at 18, and we're almost guaranteed to win the late game against this deck. We're getting to the point where we don't even care about the counters. We're just going to have so many more resources in our opponent that, sure, like, cast your counters. You're going to run out of cards, and we are not going to run out of cards. So I think we've got to the point where we want to be. It's just Saffron Olive is my personal Twitch, but don't expect a ton of streams on it because, like I said, I haven't actually used it. I don't think I've used it once in like 3 years, but that would be a good place to do like side games and stuff because the Goldfish Twitch is very Magic centric. So I think we'd keep this to being basically all Magic, but if we wanted to try out other games, that would be a place that we could try other stuff if you wanted to. Have you been drafting and do you love it? I love it. I have not drafted it all yet. I've been so busy with other stuff that I haven't had a chance to. But I want to record a rough drafts in the near future. And I've heard good things. Like people seem to generally really like the set in Limited. So that's definitely encouraging to know that the set's getting solid reviews in general for Limited. Well, get and hit you. Crushy Crusherton? I don't even know if we need Winota. I think we're just winning this the fair way. Pass the turd. I guess we're being very conservative, but like I said, I think we're like very close to 100% to win the long game. So I feel like being aggressive is not necessary or wise. Oh, opponent just fizzled their Brazen Borrower. Flips! Runs away and the Brazen Borrower cannot survive. Wow, opponents all about killing themselves here, aren't they? Sure. 2 cards? Alright, yep. Yeah, the real person drafts seem really sweet. Have you heard of the pre-modern format? I have heard of it. I haven't actually played it. There's so many formats now. We have like old school and middle school and pre-modern and modern. How is pre-modern? Is that one of the fun ones? I mean, I think it's awesome to have so many niche formats for like anything you want to do. I think that's one of the big reasons that Magic is such an awesome game is if you want to make a format of it and you have a few friends that agree with you, you can do it and you'll probably find some other people that want to join you as well and like the idea as well. So I think that part of it is really sweet. So we will scry. We would like to crack this Fabled passage first. Postmodern. Isn't Postmodern like Pioneer? Or is it different than Pioneer somehow? Grab an island. Blink. Scry. I don't think we can lose from here. I guess we should try to actually close out the game at some point. Cutthroat. Okay. And well, alright, let's stomp on this Cutthroat. Sure. I mean, opponent's fighting the good fight. They are trying as hard as they can. Pioneer is very similar to Frontier. Yes, I think I haven't been able to talk to Richard since we were streaming, but I'm guessing the site is having an issue at the moment. But yeah, the deck list is not showing up. If you save the link, not that it helps you right this second, but if you save the link, it should go back to working in the future. And I will, as soon as we finish streaming, I will ping Richard and make sure he knows about it. Unfortunately, I personally am super clueless about any programming stuff. Is it showing for you? Oh, maybe, it was not showing for me a minute ago, too. Well, Executioner. Hey, what's up, Dr. Do? How are you? And yeah, alright. No fear. No fear. We're just gonna run our stuff out, whatever. Run out Bone Crusher. Pass the turd. Why doesn't anyone ever play Hanged Executioner? Like, 2 flyers, you get the front half of a Lingering Souls. Instead of flashing it back, you get a removal spell. that seems like a card that could be playable. It snipes like Cavaliers, it snipes Gods. I'm starting to like come around on Hanged Executioner being really underrated, and that is 7-0. We might not lose tonight. We might not lose a match tonight. We're just like crushing it with this deck. 80 cards, 60 cards, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Do we rank up? How do you see your rank? Where do you see your rank outside of the game? Did we rank out of gold? It's actually modern, but only with pre-war the Spark cards. They unban Stoneforge as well. Profile. Oh, we gotta win. Okay, so we gotta win this. If we win this match, we just went all the way through gold tonight. With the delay of redemption of Ikoria in paper, keep moto prices high, as redemption will probably be one of the main ways people get cards. I think it'll probably play into it to some extent. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, moto has increased recently. Ugh. So is this an actual cat deck or like creature deck, or is this the free roll in the control deck, Kahira? But I do think that people not being able to get cards and redemption being an avenue to get those cards could be a reason to keep prices high. Ooh, it might actually be a beast deck. Come on, Grazer. Show us that Grazer. Lukka. Yeah, Mountain, go. Prudent. Tablan. To the bottom. Well, I think we gotta Bone Crush our opponent's phase, because we're gonna cast... We're likely gonna catch this Bone Crusher anyway. Yeah, run out Bone Crusher to set up for this Winota. And this might be a quickie. Opponent, Forest. Thrashy, sure. Well, ooh, or we can keep waiting. Maybe we keep... Ooh. Oh, do we go now and get a small reward, or do we wait and try to go for the big reward? I want to try cats at some point. We'd get one trigger now, and then we'd have Yorion next turn. Oh, we have I think we got to run it out. I think we run it out just because we have so much to do that I feel like, because we have this curve, and we have Yorion next turn, the upside play is just to run it out, I think. So play the land, play Winota, crush into a whiff. All right. Well, that was not great. But it's fine. Look at this hand. Look at this hand. It's full of power. It is full of power. I think there was a random... Yeah, was it 6 lands? I think there was a creature in there. I clicked really quickly, but it was definitely a stone whiff. Oh, a Garuda. Okay, 5 lands of Garuda sounds right. Bonnet, land, and... Fires, okay. Questing Beast. Huh. You know what? I think we take it. 16. Land Lukka. Get rid of Winota.
The world where the Ikoria is ready.
Garuda.
Tactical advantage.
Oh, that's a revealed card. So we whiffed? Ugh. Ugh. That's disappointing. Ugh, okay. Well, fires away, opponent. Fires away. Cavalier of Flame. Oh no, we're gonna lose! We're gonna lose! We're whiffing like crazy. We're gonna lose as a result and not get out of gold. Oh no! Oh, infinite whiffs! Wow. Well, opponent didn't whiff. Oh. So we have to block here and then we die? We block here. That's, yeah, we're just dead. Well, the magic gods were very not kind to us there. That was as bad as it could be. Well, Ether Gust in. Oh. Oh. Wow. I still think the way we played it was right. We just got very unlucky. It is a variance card, so that is a thing that can happen, but I feel like I would play it again the same time. We just whiffed multiple times, unfortunately. Companion goes beyond power creep. It fundamentally changes the way Magic is played. Power creep has been pretty bad, but now with Companion, it's just tears. I mean, it's unfortunate how it worked out, but I think if we waited and played more spirits and attacked, that's just so awkward when we have such a good curve of like 4, 5, 6 in hand. We'd feel differently if we had hit with either of our cards, really. Oh, we're not keeping this. Yeah, alright. This is fine. Good, maybe even. I think we sadly just put Lukka to the bottom. Well, I mean, if we draw land, we can curve Executioner into Winota, which is good. Opry! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put it to the bottom. Lukka again. Well, land, go. Come on, untap land for the Winota curve. Tap land, and... Sam Black is right. It's approaching or exceeding Phyrexian mana on the storm on the brokenness scale. It might be. It actually might be close to that. Well, can we draw land? Can we draw a single land, preferably an untapped one? Pota, tap land, add. Gonna kill Executioner, I assume. Sure. Well, this isn't great. We gotta find lands, though. Well, there they are. Well, there they are. But now our opponent gets to fires and play something. Ugh. That is not ideal. No, just a Questing Beast. Okay. Questing Beast, opponent gets in, hits us. Oh, play a land. Play Winota. Get in. Ah! We're just gonna whiff through this whole match, aren't we? No, Coopster is just a copy and pasted typo. Opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah. Down to 10. What are you, Ember Cleaving? What are you, was our opponent just matching together everything too? Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that? Normally we don't whiff so consistently on everything. Yeah, there's Embercleave. So we go to 4. We go to combat. We attack. Holy mother! Whoo! 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 Wow! Oh, it just keeps happening again and again and again. Well, yeah, I guess we'll put that on top. Sure. Opponent rests our board. Plays a land. And yeah, we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez. Oh. Yeah. Well, that's a sad way to not be able to win. So now our opponent plays Questing Beast. They equip an Embercleave. They attack, and we lose. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, that was insanely unlucky. Whiffing sometimes is one thing, but we whiffed every single time through that entire match. Like, every time that something could have won us the game, it just did nothing. Yeah, that is true. Well, alright. Sure, only 2 lands, but we have some 2-mana interaction, and hopefully we draw more lands. I think you actually don't have enough humans. I mean, it's not gonna be super consistent, but, and you will whiff on occasion. I wish I could pull up the deck list, but I can't actually pull it up. I think there's 12 humans. Bone Crusher to the bottom. I think there's 12 humans, but I can't actually see the list. Can anyone actually see the list? Because we could math it pretty easily. Yeah, land untapped. Looks like our opponent's playing control. Pass the turn. Yep. Gonna do some scrying. So, with 12 humans, odds of hitting at least 1 in a Winota trigger are 63%. So, we will whiff a reasonable amount of the time. We'll hit more than we don't whiff, but we whiffed every time that match. So that's kind of the rough spot. Like, there is a fail rate, and we will whiff sometimes. But whiffing every time for a whole match is less than ideal. No, there's got to be at least, well, and actually that actually kind of underestimates it because you can hit Winotas too, the other Winotas. So it's actually 15 humans that are hittable most times. Now let's Brazen Borrower. Yeah, this is going to be just all the counters, I assume. Well, we do get a land. I mean, I think this means we go for it. Blue, white, white. Yeah, alright. I mean, we're going to go for it. Probably not going to work, but Winota. So opponent, yeah, has counters, of course. We'll go attacking. Hit ya. Pass the turn. Does everyone complaining about Team Energy and Standard seem ridiculous now? Tune with Ether and Rogue Refiner were too good and had to be banned. They were very good. Ooh, this would be a good time to draw land. Opponent Bounces Borrower. Land for Lukka would be sweet. Not a land. Well, I guess we Elite Guard may draw a card. Oh, gosh darn it, no! Oh, opponent's drawing lands and we are. Opponent takes up.
I've got time.
Oh, that Teferi's saving our opponent. Plays a land. To the bottom. We do not draw land. Well. Kill Teferi?
Only time will tell.
Pass the turn. Oh, the mana screw's not good. Not good. Have you tried Lukka with tokens in Big Piggy? I have not, but this sounds like it could be fun. Probably need a good backup plan, I would say, because there's just not that many Lukkas to have one every game.
There are so many.
Narset takes down.
Keep an open mind.
Boonit. Shark Typhoon. Now we finally drew a land. Feeling late. Late. Ugh. Ooh, our luck has gotten a lot worse. A lot worse over the last couple of games for sure. Severely worse. Oh, Bone Crusher. More counters. Well, pass the turn. Hey, what's up, Valkyrie? How are you? Opponent taking down Narset.
Hone your prowess.
Oh, opponent whiffs for once. Well, that's not bad. Opponent's gonna pass. Leave up their counters. Well, we will play Lukka. It'll get countered. Oh, it doesn't get countered. All right. Well, take up Lukka.
I will show the city of Dranith who the real monsters are.
Wow, we were still not gonna draw land for a million years. Okay. Pass the turn. Wow, I'm glad we got the non-lands out of the way. Yes, the deck list link is broken, unfortunately. There's some sort of problem with the Goldfish site at the moment. Which is causing the issues. But, oh no. As soon as we get done with the stream, I will let Richard know, and hopefully it will quickly be fixed. Opponent gets in with the shark, hits us. Well, there goes all of our Lukka cards. Still not a land. How can we... How can we not draw land? Opponent has a counter. Gets in with the shark. Hits us. Well, play Garuda. Mill 4 lands. Oh, come on now. All right. On to game number 2. So, opponent is just literally every counter. Literally every counter possible. Kimmo, welcome to the fishbowl. The mana screw made that really rough. Thankfully, we have a bunch of counters of our own, so we can do the counter thing forever. Kimmo, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. It's your fault, Button Scoop. We were 7-0 until you showed up. Obviously, just kidding. Well, we probably should have stopped when we were 7-0. Our record would have looked a lot better than sticking it out for another half hour to lose 2 matches, but we could still come back. We could still come back. Ugh. This is a relatively annoying matchup though, of our opponent just playing every counter that has ever been created. All right. Opponent's deck seem good. It's Jeskai control. I mean, every counter is pretty decent in the right matchup. I think Lukka's great. I think Lukka's very good. Lukka's been great through our entire league, really, in my opinion. Didn't look as good there because we were just mana screwed and our opponent drew literally like 10 counters. That might be a slight exaggeration, but our opponent did just draw a counter spell every single turn of the game through the entire game. Do you think Wizards has been severely pushing cards, Oko, Hogak, etc., and now willing to make cards that change the nature of the game? Is it really just to sell packs? Do you think they will take a step back or continue this trend? Continuing down this road is what's really concerning to me. I mean, it's concerning to me too, but I don't know. I would expect that if people stop buying packs and things go downhill financially, that could get Wizards to change course, but I don't know. It seems like it keeps going more and more that direction over the last couple years. So I would be surprised if changing course was the plan. I could see changing course happen if something crazy happens. Hey, what's up? What up, TCG? How are you? But I think their plan is to continue doing what they're doing and probably even keep doing it more and more if they have the option. I'll go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Play a land. Elite Guard Mage. Do we have counter number 1? We do. Counter number 1. Hopefully we keep drawing lands. Boat it. How do you feel about the possibility of Menace Tramp / Tribal being a thing? To me, it seems like they would be really fun. I like the idea of them. I'm not sure that any of them currently have, like, the power level to be truly competitive in Standard, but I like the flavor, and I think they could make fun. More Essence Scatters. And I think they could make fun, like, semi-competitive decks. So I do like the designs of those cards a lot, but I don't know, maybe they'll end up being, like, truly competitive. But I'm leaning towards them probably not being. Opponent, Teferi.
Excellent timing. Trust me. I have
Bounces Flibblethip, draws a card. Plays a land so he can leave up more counters. Alright, let's Bone Crush Teferi.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Okay, so we actually resolved a spell. Play Bone Crusher Giant. Pass the turn. I'm building Standard Inverter with 1 Eluda, 1 Thassa's Oracle, 4 Dwarven Minds. It seems like it'd be really funny when it goes off, Betty Bod. And, I mean, my main concern with it is the risk. It feels like if something goes wrong, since there's no other creatures, the backup plan is something that you'll have to work out. But it seems like it should be really sweet and pretty hilarious when it actually comes together. Well, go to combat, get him a Bone Crusher. Opponent takes it. Elite Guard Mage. Draw a card. Flibblethip. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Opponent's gonna scry. Drawing one of our counters would be nice at some point. Opponent. Undeps. I mean, I would like to see land destruction return to standard. I don't think it should really be 2 mana, but I do think it would be fine. With the power level of stuff that's going on in standard, I feel like having a Stone Rain or something more playable than we have been getting would probably be fine. Opponent plays land, did you find your wrath? Not yet. We have a new donation. Ooh, 1UP TCG with a $10 donation. Yeah, I just love Seth. Well, 1UP TCG, thank you so much for the donation. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, thank you so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can still only do one thing. Huh. Well, play the land. Play Winota. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Opponent just didn't have it. We didn't draw a counter, but they just didn't have it. All right. All right. Can we take down the annoying control deck? Yeah, we've been crushing it. We lost the last one, but we've been absolutely crushing it tonight in general. It has went pretty well. And the deck's sweet. Yeah, we played half Yorion and Winota and half 60 card Winota. But yeah, it feels good. And it's fun. I think it's fun. I think we actually keep this. This deck doesn't put up a threat, but we have all of our counters. So if we can find a threat, we should be able to resolve it and protect it. Lukka! I've been really impressed with Lukka. We gotta play more Lukkas, I think. Opponent, land, and. Ooh, opponent's starting on 6 cards. We're starting on 8. Oh. Let's go Executioner to the bottom. I know it's technically a threat, but land for our opponent. Passes. Island. Go. Omen of the Sea. Sure. Sure. Against Odds comes out tomorrow night. So, yes. And that kicks off Ikoria season with our first Ikoria episode. And then all the content after that on the YouTube will be Ikoria based. Yeah, let's negate. Tough choice as far as which counter to use. Play the mountain past the turn. We will just run out this Brazen Borrower as a threat if we get the chance. Did the picture you sent on Twitter hit against the odds this week? Yeah, you never know. Maybe. Possibly. People like freaked out about that. Some people thought I was trying to make some like, I don't know, some statement about Wooburg and like the order of the colors. I definitely was not. I'm not that smart. It was no grand statement about Wizards messing something up. Yeah, maybe there's an argument for just holding on to the negate. Even though the nice thing about Mystical Dispute, it's so much cheaper, so it's easier to like force through our big spells, I think. All tomatoes would be fun to see you try to pull out if that's a deck. Well, you'll have to wait. It's 24-ish hours away, so you will know soon. It is almost time. Go to combat. Attack. The beatdown's kind of getting there. Okay, Shark Typhoon. Blocks Flibblethip. Hollowed Fountain, tap, pass the turn. Oh, can we take it down? It's gonna be Claws. Hey, what's up, Dogabith? Yeah, I guess it is. It's basically a day, a little over a day. Opponent passing. Well, cycle. Yeah, these sharks are annoying. We can't even counter those. I'm gonna go to combat, attack. More sharks. Play Thassa. Opponent counters. Temple. Temple to the bottom. Pass the turn. Ooh, castle. That's not a land we really wanted to see. Yeah, okay.
This isn't a fight you can win. I'll protect you.
That kind of works out. Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. This worked out the best way it possibly could. Mountain. Agent of Treachery. Take the Teferi. Teferi. Lets us pick up Agent of Treachery.
Here we go.
Pass the turn. Oh, yes, that was a good turn. That was a good turn. Now we have the Teferi. Dream Trawler. Play Flibblethip, draw a card. Take up to Fairy.
This might be a bad idea.
Pass the turn. Dream Trawler. This Dream Trawler's an issue. Oh, can we get out from under the Dream Trawler? Opponent discards a Wrath. It's tapped. Sure. Oh, it's going to be close. Opponent. Whew. Corset 22 better be Flibblethip theme. I would be down with a Flibblethip theme set. Is Rain Dog's really favorite Tom Waits album? It is my favorite Tom Waits album. Rain Dogs, Swordfish Trombones, and Mule Variations, I think, are my three favorite. Parquet Company, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Yes, we will counter that. Flibblethip. Agent of Treachery. Steel Castle Vantress. Teferi. I guess we just tick it up. Ugh. Do we tick it up? BH Hip, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. We can't blink to Fairy, unfortunately. Yorion controls and owns. Oh, I kind of want to... I don't know how to manage this. Teferi's going to die anyway. Being ahead on mana is good. You know, let's just take it up. That's fine. Take it up, pass the turn.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Get in, hit ya. Pass the turn. We'll see. Opponent being pinched on mana is good. Yeah, the first against odds is sweet, but opponent does get to start drawing extra cards, and they're gaining life.
I really should have seen that coming.
What do you got, opponent? Yorion resolving would be great. Tap land. I'll go to combat. Attack. Play the land. Yorion. Okay. 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 Omen of the Sea. Yeah. Two to the bottom. Sure. Oh! Blake him! Blake him! Flibblethip, Agent of Treachery. Get him back. Steal a land. Opponent's gonna have to tap it, sure. Okay, more card draw. Oh, we're one Agent of Treachery away from starting to draw cards, and that will hopefully put it away. I want to start drawing cards with Agent of Treachery. That's the main thing we're playing towards, is being able to draw cards with Agent. Opponent draws a card. Land. Tapped. Because if we get to start drawing cards with Agent of Treachery, that should give us the resources to win the game. In theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Opponent attacks. Yeah. Hits us, draws a card. No blocks. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Teferi. Yeah, we'll dispute it. Agent of Treachery. Resolves. Give us a land. Give us the land. Give us those cards. Go to combat. Attack. Now we get to draw 6? Oh, I think we're getting them. I think we're getting them. I think we're getting them. Yeah, pass the turn. Draw 6. Yup. 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 That was good. That was super good. We'll discard Flibblethip. We'll discard a land. We'll stop on our opponent's upkeep. We will brazenly borrow Dream Trawler. Opponent. Are we putting it away? Against the... Yes, opponent's got a discard. No attack this turn. Sure. Yup. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, beating... While losing to control can be annoying, beating control does feel spectacular. Opponent. Opponent might have to wrath away their Dream Trawler, and if they do, they're still done. Age of Tread, and we have the Lukkas? Oh. Take it down to fairies. Take it down to fairies. Have you done Cauldron yet? Have you done Cauldron Cat yet with White Black Companion? We did play the White Black Companion yesterday. With Cat and Witches of it. So we did try that a little bit yesterday. It seemed pretty good to me. I thought. Well, go to combat. Attack, attack, attack. Attack. Play Elite Guard Mage. Ooh, negate's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Charming Prince. Exile Yorion. Play an island. Pass the turn. Draw a million cards. Oh man, it's happening. It's really happening. And there's a Spark Double. Yorion. Agent of Treachery, Charming Prince. 42 cards left in the deck. Agent of Treachery's stealing them all. Oh, I do not feel even a little bit bad for this control deck. Opponent cracks it. Sure. Scry away, my friend. Scry away. Oh, they're not dead yet. They're not dead yet. Discard. 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 Actually, let's see. Discard, 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 discard. Do we have a way to stop the train? I think we just can kill our opponent, hopefully, is the hope. Opponent goes combat, attacks. Block, block. Get rid of the Dream Trawler. To fairy. I guess we have to negate it. Here comes our friends. They're back. We will take that land. We will also take that land. We will blink an Agent of Treachery. An opponent! Done! Done! Apparently, if you play enough Agent of Treachery triggers, you can you can take down Teferi. So, what that means is excuse me. What that means is we played two different builds of Lukka and Winota. We played the 80 card build and the 60 card build. We went 8-1. We lost a single time. They both felt really good, and I gotta give a shout out to Lukka. I was very impressed with Lukka. Lukka, the ability to get bigger stuff is really huge. Like, being able to sack a guard mage and know we're getting Agent of Treachery or Garuda, which maybe shouldn't even be in the deck. I don't know. Garuda can give or take, I think. But being able to know what we're getting, that is really powerful. But still being able to play creatures in your deck, unlike Polymorph. Hanged Executioner is sweet. Stealing stuff is sweet. Winota is sweet. I think the deck was really sweet. And we got to crush people. And I do like making people quit Magic. But I also like helping people get into Magic. So in theory, it evens itself out eventually. Hopefully, in the long run, I get more people into Magic than I make quit. But anyway, everyone, I think that does it for tonight. That is Jeskai Winona and Lukka. And yeah, that's been our stream. It crushed it. So if you want to check out the decks, you definitely should, because they seemed very powerful. Good news is we'll be back. In the meantime, before we're back on Thursday at 6 Eastern, there is YouTube videos, including the first Ikoria Gets the Odds tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Replay YouTube. You'd find the old stuff. And of course, one more reminder that our super awesome sponsor tonight and every night is Card Kingdom. And if you haven't got your Ikoria cards yet, you can pre-order them now over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order note. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. You all are amazing. You are the reason, seriously, each and every one of you, you are the reason that this happens. So thank you so much. I love you all. You all are spectacular. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll see you on Thursday. Until then, yeah, have a great middle of the weekend. I'll see you then for more fun.